One way to give babies a great nutritional start is to breastfeed, but not all new mums find it easy. This breastfeeding support group in Northport Slade is one of several across the city.
I think the people who benefit from coming to the group are those mums who need extra support, those mums who feel they want to carry on breastfeeding but are struggling at home, those mums who don't know anybody else in their community or their friends who are breastfeeding. If we can build up their confidence, their self-esteem with breastfeeding, especially with a lot of peer pressure, family pressure, we can then prolong their breastfeeding.
Oh, this little chap is 9 months now, and he still gets a feed in the mornings and sometimes afternoons, but mostly sort of night time as well. That doesn't belong to you, does it? And as you can see, he's doing very well on it.
We want to make it something that every woman should be able to do and make it a normal, pleasurable, everyday experience. Brightton and Hove is a very big city. A lot of people move to this sort of area. They don't have extended family that normalise breastfeeding for them, so something like a group is essential. And the other thing, sometimes it's helpful to start on the affected side every feed. I know you'd normally swap over, but just again, you're giving the baby the maximum chance to keep draining, exactly, and allow the milk to keep coming through, because that's the ultimate aim, is try and clear that duct.
I've had mastitis, inflammation of the breast, and sometimes you get a fever with it, so you're very unwell. Feeding can be quite painful, so I've been coming here, and Donna's been coming out to see me as well, and just helping me through it really, and keeping me going, particularly with things like swine flu and measles and all that sort of thing around at the moment. The more I can breastfeed, the more her immune system is going to be able to hopefully withstand anything the world can chuck at her for the time being. So,
my name's Hannah, and I'm a breastfeeding voluntary peer supporter, and that means that I'm a mum myself who has experience of breastfeeding my own children, and I come along to the breastfeeding groups and offer support to other mums that might be experiencing problems with breastfeeding.
It's a lot more convenient because obviously you don't have to do the sterilisation of all the bottles, and it's just, especially when you've got a baby who's screaming, which she does, I just think the idea of like having to then get a bottle out and try and organise it, it's much easier just to put her to the breast and straight away, you know, it's done.
It's something my mum did for me, and I thought I would like to try and do for Charlie, so we'll see how far we get with it really. It's cheaper as well.
Breastfeeding's fantastic. It's just the easiest thing you can do. It takes time to learn a new skill in your life, as it does anything new, but with the right support and encouragement you can do that, and then you're on a path where it's just free and easy. You can be out and about with your baby, it's all readily available for you, and it's the most natural thing in the world.
It's just lovely, and you look down at your baby feeding and you think, oh, I've made that baby, and look at him feeding, and I'm nourishing him, and he's growing because of me, and they look up at you, and there's nothing in the world like it when your baby is looking up at you when they're feeding. It's overwhelming.